So Dan will talk.
We'll return to Jennifer Lopez later. Because now we have ourselves a pistol round. And looks like Cloud9 have 3 players on the B site. They're really feeling that B rush. And you know what? They wouldn't be wrong. Because Cloud9 are readying up for this one. As eLevate continue with their defense. They're slowly ambering? Is that a word? Anyway.
Ambling?
Ambling, thank you! Words. Slowly ambling back towards A, but now they know it is indeed going to be that B push. And look at this sniper in Rocker. Rush close range, using that USP like a shotgun. And wow, 3 quick frags. 4, was that 4? No, it's 3. There's 3 quick frags for Rush, and that's going to be an easily killed push there from Cloud9. As we get the buy coming in from eLevate. And with no bomb down, no kills in fact. We're going to see pistol armor here. Cloud9 need that double eco anyways, so might as well get the pressure in now.
Okay. Let's see how you handle an anti-eco on the CT side of Cobble, actually. This is a question I have not even thought about.
You know what, James? This actually should in theory be one of the... You know what, James? This should in theory be one of the easier maps to hold.
I suppose it depends on how you hold a drop zone, though.
Because of the ranges here. But of course the Tech 9 is still very potent. However, look at some of these ranges, these angles. I know they have Tech 9s, they have the Rec 9s, but still, you can see the FAMASs are really winning out on some of these areas. And you made a good point about the drop zone here, but it was effectively shut down by eLevate. They held that very effectively.
I think it's a gamble, though. You know, if you run a drop zone situation,
it is gambly.
20 times. Who knows how many times the T's come on top, especially with Tech 9s.
I wonder how it would actually play out if there was smoke down there for them to drop into. Whether that would make it more difficult for the CTs or easier.
Probably easier, I think.
Either way, we're going to see Cloud9 with 2 players left alive. Xenphis is going to pick himself up a FAMAS. He's
got a FAMAS, cool stat track FAMAS. But it's a normal FAMAS.
That's actually awesome. I appreciate that humor. So Xenphis now going to find himself a Storm on the bomb site, and it's going to get eliminated. So Cloud9 now with a full eco coming up for them. Maybe Shazam can... No, he wants the AWP, doesn't he? He's not going to get himself a sneaky PG50 in there. He's just going to save fully.
So this was... excuse me.
eLevate's.
This was eLevate's pick. And I wonder if they picked it because they thought Cloud9 might be might have had less practice on it. Or if they have been practicing themselves. Look at that boost.
Boosting, and he's going to get the quick kill onto Shazam.
The thing is though, doing that on an eco puts himself in the range of one taps with those pistols.
It is kind of
double-edged sword.
Yeah, I would not recommend it, I have to say, because look at what they have to play with the ranges, and look at these nades coming in, big damage done, and now the range coming into play with these rifles. Absolute murderous rampage here for eLevate.
On the plus side, though, he has a really nice angle there where he can completely just excuse me, cut them down. So it's it's a risk. Whether it's worth taking or not, I guess it's worth taking sometimes. So I wouldn't say it's just a completely bad.
No. Yeah. There's always going to be spots, even when you could say, well, this is kind of minus EV from the fact that you might. It's like very, very risky.
Sometimes the wrong decision is the right one.
Exactly. Like sometimes the play that seems to have no value can have it.
Sometimes grown men cry, Dan.
Sometimes there's stuff, like, okay, whatever, and so on. So, 3-0. Now Cloud9 finally get their buy-in. We do have the AWP on Shazam. As XP3 goes for the push there around Matrix, around A long, and he's going to pick up Shazam. That is actually massive. Shazam was the guy who was supposed to make stuff happen for them, but they've lost him. He's lost in the nether. He's drifting around, spectating his teammates now as they must do something, but it's going to be Lopez who finds the end of Elijah's FAMAS.
Is it Elijah or is it Elige?
I'm going to go with however I feel like right now. Tweet me.
Say plastic.
Plastic.
That's all I have to contribute to this round.
Sean Garris in with a quick frag there on a close range. They are actually managing to find their way in, despite losing Shazam early on. Cloud9 with a big disadvantage. Ooh, getting really low now. That's great work there from XP3. Shroud coming into the spray down, but he's going to get eliminated. And you can see how they after losing Shazam, it was like they were in quicksand. They couldn't really move through these choke points effectively. And by the time they did get to a position where maybe they could possibly get onto a site, just eliminated. pretty easily shut down.
Have you heard that Tupac song called "When Thugs Cry"?
Yeah.
It's like the worst song ever.
Why would you raise this?
Because I said sometimes grown men cry, and it made me think of that song. And the song sucks.
All right then. Why are you so full of hatred? I don't know. But we're going to get the drop zone used here by Cloud9 with the Tech-9. There it is. That was not a nice place to stand there for Rush. Face full of Tech-9. And goes Shazam. They are rolling through this defense at the moment. It is 3-on-3, but they can lock down these choke points with the pistols quite effectively. Look at that. Just sidestepping. Spamming that mouse one. Lifer's going to find himself another frag. Uh-oh, going to hear the reload there, and there it is. Rocket.
The crab walk.
Able to take
OP.
it. Shazam, though, with 482 catching XP3 off guard. Rocket going to eliminate one, and there it is. Gets the second as well. Good round, though, considering that 4 players died, the bomb went down, and they just had some Tech-9s.
I think it's quite an interesting question. How you play the drop zone area on a Nico. Because obviously, there are 2 ways out of the drop zone. And you can see he tried to play it up close one of the areas there, and got one tapped by Tech-9, which is quite a dangerous risk actually. So
yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you there. It does require some fine tuning on the management, how you're supposed to really hold this, and I think that's part of why this map. It's basically a mitigating.
You can aim up there as well, like the opposite angle. You can stand there with a Tech-9 or whatever and shoot onto that position. So like you can try and spot it from there and then run away. But if you don't do that, you kind of require 2 people to watch it.
So this is okay. I'm going to quickly try to make this point. I think the drop zone is effectively contributing to the map balance by being a factor that mitigates the strength of the team that's in control with more money, more weapons, and so on. Because it allows the team that's down to get some map control without.
You mean the T's?
Yes.
Like how does it if the T's are down?
Let's return to this. Because this is an interesting point.
Yeah, I think
Delving
it's something we need to look at.
Some map design concepts here. So, eLevate with that 5 rounds score at the moment. Definitely going to be starting to worry because Cloud9 are going to be able to put forward big buys all the time. They're looking for the shot. Gets the flick onto Shazam. Cloud9 have to go in after this, but look at that. So hurried they are that they don't spot Rocket at close range. XP3 working around the APC as they try to charge their way onto the bomb site. Not happening though. XP3. Elise coming into play, and I think it's worth mentioning always because I find it quite awesome how Elise jumped games from StarCraft, right? So that's really cool. If for those of you unaware, he was what, Grandmaster NA, was it?
Grandmaster Flash.
Okay, I'm getting a nod there. Grandmaster Terran. So that's actually way harder than Protoss or Zerg. So mad respect for that.
I have no idea if Valve are watching, but I don't think there are any camera angles set up on this map.
Looks like we get some trades coming in here. Aggression coming out from Cloud9. We need to get the Tweet Army on CSGO Dev. Fix some things, James. Including the rugs on Dust 2.
Yeah, they're going to hate me soon.
The rugs on Dust 2, please. Okay, so now Cloud9, they've worked their way into a good situation here, quite close on B. The problem is that eLevate do have a lot of players around here, but they've kind of broken through most of the choke points. They just have to get the first couple entries in, and they should be golden, but looks like Storm going to take down Semphis. He needed a quick headshot there to really allow his team to get in more quickly, but now they're getting a bit stuck, but Shroud coming into play, able to finish off one. That's a 2-on-2, but still, need to get on the site. And Shroud executing rush at range there. Now it's down to Rocker. Shazam's got the AWP as well, and with the bomb being planted here by Shroud, he's on a 4-kill, by the way. This is looking like a fantastic round from Shroud. Just Rocker to find now. Shazam there to cover him. Shroud going to be finding him momentarily. Just playing hide and seek. Great damage done, and Shazam going to take Rocker out as he was distracted. Preoccupied with that duel against Shroud. 6-1 now the score as eLevates finally find themselves losing a round.
This could be a nice angle, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. It could be gorgeous.
That's quite stunning.
There's one for Valve.
So, back into the drop zone they go. Pre-nades, oh hello. Trying to push down CT. Ramp is eLevate, and XP3 is going to find himself greeted with a couple players, able to take down one of them as positional plays have been halted for the moment. Shazam, though, is going to open it up once again, allowing his team to move further forward on the map with that kill. And you're right, Cobble is a very beautiful map. We're going to have A-Long now, slowly pushed by Cloud9 as well. So they are setting themselves up for a nice little push into the A-bomb site. Now, if they have the grenades in place for Connector and Balcony, it's going to be quite a nice push. It's got to get the frags in, but Rush is providing quite some amount of resistance here, taking down Shroud. Good chunk of damage done onto Zemphis, taking him down to half. As the launch comes in now as well. Does have a clean angle, that was not smoked. And that's going to put it to a 2-on-2, but Shazam with a quick snap there onto the Storm with the Tech 9, looking for another one, and that's the distraction Lopez needed. Picks up the kill, the Dragon Lore Orb. I bought this drunk. That's awesome. That sounds like something you would do, James. Buying a Dragon Lore. Why don't you have a Dragon Lore? You've been...
I have tried. I've got 10 accounts. I've tried 20 times, Dan. I've tried 20 times.
That's just sad. Just buy the bloody Dragon Lore.
They cost a lot of money.
God damn. How much are they? How much are they?
Oh, apparently like $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need a skin that bad.
Okay, don't do that.
I'll just stick to my 7
My God.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
That is absurd. Absolutely absurd.
I'm not that vain, Dan.
Okay, so they're going to go for the drop now. Encode and flashes. They've got 2 players there down below have eLevate, and they're going to be picking up the frags as well. This is an amazing round here for eLevate with very little accomplishing great things. Lopez now trying to make his way up onto the site. Shazam there with him as well. And they can trade on each other, but Shazam's not going to require that. He's going to get a quick kill onto Elige.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb going down and Shazam taking position. Stormer going to need a really nice approach here. Now, Cloud9 should put this one away. Storm now spotted, tagged as well. And there it is, the follow-up Shazam. Going to take down Storm.
Okay. I'm going to send screenshots to Valve, right? We need this. Oh, this is a difficult one. We need... Oh, this is in the way, isn't it?
Maybe you need to do it from the long angle.
We need this. Because of this little thing over here. We need... maybe this. And then we'll come back to the rest later.
All right, thanks for that, James.
You are most welcome. I feel like I'm contributing, Dan.
You are, James.
I'm doing my best here. I can't really talk because...
because... Alright, Shazam's going to find himself in the crosshairs of XP3 there. And XP3's been locking down A-Long quite effectively. And Cloud9 not going to make their way down Skyfall. eLevate's in a lot of trouble at the moment. And as we can see, one player down a piece here. Shroud going to make one more as they wrap around it. This is so strong. Able to attack through Skyfall, through Connector. Really, really strong here. eLevate are going to arrive on the scene a little bit late, but Rush going to equalize things. 3 versus 3 now as eLevate are faced with a retake. And Lopez just below the balcony. This is a really awkward spot for eLevate to deal with. They are going to do really well to be able to break this position.
I feel like... Actually, let's see how the round plays out first. Ooh, potential second frag coming in there. And there it is from the teammate. So very nice retake.
Yeah.
I feel like Cloud9 have twigged what's going on here because some of the time eLevate aren't really putting anybody in this area. So Cloud9 are putting a lot of pressure over there to go for the A pushes.
Yep.
As the B ones have not been that successful. But we'll see if the CTs twig and adjust their setup.
I mean, Cloud9, I would like them to basically try for the same round. Because I felt like that round gave them a lot of opportunities. They had such a strong setup on A afterwards. They just weren't making the frags here. And we're seeing a constant mix-up here of XP3, like how he decides to play the A side with their kind of 2-man setup on CT ramp and A-Long. But Cloud9 this time going to go for a quick push into B once again, test the waters over there. And so far, going to find an entry here from Sean Garris onto Storm. Sean Garrett's going to, meanwhile, try to get himself further and further towards that site, covering his teammates, but at least with a quick frag through the smoke here. We're going to get the bomb going down now as AWP is coming into play here. 2 frags. Wow, this is a cleanup and a half. Cloud9 not able to get any defensive positions here, as we're going to see what other angles here we can tweak to see us go there.
Well, I was thinking, actually, with regards to smokes, look, you could put one here, put one here, put one here, and maybe a 4th one here. That's a lot of smokes, but and they're pretty much committed. But you know, you could try and wall off the site the way you do on Mirage. The thing is, most of the smokes that you throw on the T side,
oh my God,
we're getting lost here. Most of the smokes you have to throw from here, which is very early on, and then the T's have to run all the way through this area because there's no real gap in the smoke. But actually, maybe you could do it from here.
I think you probably could, yeah.
But you have to throw it so high; it would take really long time to land. So again, it would be very telegraphed.
We're going to see eLevate now with a man advantage here as the quick push comes in from Cloud9. Of course, a bit of a scrappy buy from them. 3 Galils now held in their hands. So I'm going to lead the charge through. Well, not really a charge, but a bit of a walk. Going to take himself up the steps here towards A long. And Cloud9, it's going to be hard to see them being able to take this. We can see that eLevate have, after seeing the initial push from Cloud9, they've retracted all the way back here to the furthest ranges, all the way at the back of the site. So there's nowhere else for them to fall back, but this is a really strong setup here. And there's only 3 players for Cloud9, so they can't afford to lose anybody when they push into the site here, because they're still going to have 2 or 3 players coming in from the side to deal with as well. So good damage to XP3 here. He's on the site with the AWP. He's going to pick up the frag there, Leash. And the trade's coming in here. It's just Shazam left over. And XP3 is going to finish him off. So definitely a lot of problems with Cloud9. I still want to see them, James. I still want to see them do the play where they are able to actually win Skyfall and then wrap connector safely into the A site with a coordinated push from CT ramp and long. Because that round was super good. That was really nice. The fact that they didn't win that round was actually really crazy to me. It felt very unlikely. But the problem is right now is that they just don't have any monies to play with. And that is a concept, though, that some teams, they do everything right, they just don't hit the shots, you know?
And they went for the boost, but the Tech9 said, nope. Look at these trades coming in, back and forth, back and forth. We're 20 seconds into the round. There are 5 people out of 10 alive at the moment. And there are no CTs left on the A-bomb site as XP3 is rotating over towards B. Ooh, almost a timely nade there.
It's a good flash there. See, Lopez was fully blind for a moment, but in comes the Rec9, but the armor, the aim punch, is going to be causing him to miss those shots as we enter a 2-on-2. It's a full minute left, and this is actually, we've witnessed some very quick rounds here for a Cobble game. So Storm going to be able to take down Semphis, and I do really like the new Cobble, at least compared to the old one. I don't know how you feel about it, James.
I thoroughly enjoy it now. There's lots to explore and find out about, though.
I actually feel like it's a way better map. I'm sure you can still make tweaks to it, but this is very acceptable. Very acceptable.
Very acceptable indeed.
Thank you, Valve.
Ooh, how about this? How about this? Now this is an angle. Huh?
It's a lovely chateau. The finest of chateaus have ever seen one. And I live in the UK. We still have castles here. Most of them pretty banged up though. All right. God damn it, James.
Apologies. Ooh, let's see where these AWPs are looking. So XP3 is looking into the underpass area. That door was changed, the direction of the opening, because you could look over the top of it as a CT. And it was a small gap, but it was an advantage, which was removed.
Oh, wow.
Rush going to get 2 frags out of 1 clip with the silenced M4A1S.
Did you see how the smoke was just barely covering him as well? That's actually really, really nice. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but definitely that caused a lot of issues for Cloud9. eLevate now, not only 10-3, but with an advantage in this round as well. Cloud9, they have every effort though, or almost every man they need to try to break into this. But it looks like eLevate's still holding so well here. Oh, Rocker coming in from the back, and he gets all the frags.
The Leash peeked this angle. Well, they threw a Molotov onto the site. I think Rush was around here and had 2 flashbangs and could have easily just thrown a flashbang, maybe bounced it off this box, or put it high, So Liege could use the wall to not get flashed, or even to look this way and then just peek like that. But just did a raw peek with no flashbang and died for no reason, really, pretty much. Now these small details can be the difference between winning and losing. So make sure you approach those situations properly.
Another fast push into the B-bomb site here. As Cloud9, they don't want to mess around anymore. But look at this, again, stuck in the mud here. They need to be able to make it over to the site, win these frags, get the smokes down so that the CTs can't make their way through connector onto a retake. And so far, so good. They're winning the battles. But now Rocket coming in from behind once again. He's been effective there. But now Cloud9, they're not so distracted. They can be ready for this, man. But Rocket able to win the duel against Shroud. Not against Shazam, though. And XP3 in with the AWP. He wants to go for some no-scopes, but does get denied. Sean Garris with the kill. 11-4, the score. eLevate are looking good, but it is the new Cobble. And not much is yet known, James,
Indeed,
about the new Cobble.
We are enjoying finding things out.
I am enjoying this map.
I'm enjoying finding camera angles.
I'm enjoying this map. And you know what? I would never be caught dead saying I enjoyed Cobble on the previous versions.
Oh, you know, my hatred was pure, Dan.
Your hatred was...
It was pure and it was honest.
It was not as pure and honest as your hatred for the odds EZs, though.
No, that was pretty bad.
that was true hatred.
So you can see the charity contributions are still growing here. So again, thank you very much, all of you. I think some 500 plus of you who have contributed
awesome.
so far. Again, we had I think 2,500 was a Razor Leviathan on the deck to be given away, and the next stretch goal is going to be an Alienware desktop computer, one of their newest products.
That's really awesome, and it's a really awesome cause as well. Like, it really is. It does actually warm my heart, to be honest. And any of the audience who, I mean, everyone who watches basically Twitch is a fan of games, so, and I'm sure playing games.
Oh, before I might
so
have
it should
forgotten,
touch
actually.
all your hearts as well.
We are giving away all of our ad revenue from this week to the charity as well. And if it doesn't reach $2,000, then we'll just give them $2,000. So we are in there as much as you guys are. All the way.
So, wait, did everyone leave? Are we alone on Cobble, James?
No, they're all here.
Okay, they're all here. That would be awkward. That'd be weird.
This is a map, Dan.
This is the map.
Okay, this is... Well, actually, no, it's not really the smokes I was talking about. But,
Just
yeah,
close.
so I guess this green is the spawn area. And then the red is the planting area.
That is what. That is, yes. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
Is you trying to make a point here?
It's not too obvious.
Okay, all right.
Where's the legend? There's no legend.
There's no legend. I am the legend. I am legend. I shouldn't compare myself to Will Smith, though. There we go. We have ourselves just a round on our hands. eLevate already opening it up with 2 entries. They're going for this B play again. And wow, that's a good duel there from Lopez. Able to lock it down. Bob is down as well. Oh, that's a nice kill onto Storm. One more player, though. And he's given Shazam a really nice chance to actually win this round. eLevate with 3 kills at the moment. Has a smoke as well. And he doesn't know where Shazam is. And he's going to go for the plant, at least the fake soon, surely. But there it is! He gets the shot! Oh, that was fantastic. eLevate going to be winning eLevate the pistol. That is... Oh, that is crippling. Semphis. Oh, Semphis.
Well, yeah, his team ready.
Exactly,
So,
yeah. Indeed.
what do you want? What do you want, buddy?
Indeed.
Dot unready.
Indeed. Shah's owning this.
Poor Semphis.
Indeed. All right. So, we're gonna have pistol armor on Semphis alone. He's got the CZ. He's mad, James. He's mad.
He's furious.
He bought the CZ. It's serious business. And eLeve's going to take down Semphis immediately. So, now comes the A play. As Cloud9 shuffle back towards A to try to deal with this. And it's going to be pretty difficult against these rifles, the Galils in play. Some interesting positions here, though. We've got Shazam who's kind of in between the team. And he's able to pick up Rush. You might not expect that there's another player nearby. He's going to be able to get a free weapon. What is this? How did he not see Shroud completely covered there by the just... I don't know, the entrance. That's going to be now of an advantage here. Shazam still working that position at the flank now. eLevate not giving him enough attention. And now it's a 2-on-1. Shazam Save this, gets a free one onto Rocker. But Rocker should know where he is. Now Storm can plant if he wants to, but goes for the duel, gets the kill. And eLevate will pick up the round. However, that is a lot of damage done. And to be honest, Cloud9 barely invested in that. They had some pistols. It was only Semphis who went for the armor CZ. The rest of them didn't have armor. But now they're deciding, after all that damage, they're going to buy. They are forcing.
Worth mentioning that
They want to money
Storm could have tried to guarantee the plants, but he knew where the T was, and in that situation, it was more valuable information to try and win the round, as opposed to planting and then having no idea where he was. But good start here from Shazam, and again, very aggressive positioning there in the stark difference to eLevate's positioning on long. A third frag for him. Does he even have any more bullets left to get a fourth? Rocker going to finally take him down. 2 versus 3 now. Rotation coming in from Shroud. Bomb still in control of the Ts, but all the CTs are coming, and they are looking for blood.
Cloud9 have got a good setup for this. And I love the call for them to force up. Again, they're in a situation where they know, with the damage that they did, that they can money screw eLevate. And by money screw, I mean they're going to be forced to an eco if they lose. So that is what Cloud9 are playing for. And being behind so many rounds, it makes a huge amount of sense here not to let eLevate off the hook when they're economically vulnerable. And we're going to see now that eLevate using all the time in the round that they can and making their way back towards B at the moment. Cloud9 have definitely understood the possibility for this, and now they're going to hit the stepping, so they know that it's coming in through Skyfall. They know it's coming in towards B. Lee's going to be taken down immediately here. Looks like Cloud9 are having a good defense, and there it is. Very well handled by Cloud9, and a great call, good execution. That's what we like to see. And now eLevate are indeed money screwed, but they're going to pull out the Tech 9s and the armor. So that's quite interesting to go for that now. And are they all going to go for armor? Okay, there we go.
Well, they're 8 rounds ahead, and now the shoe is on the other foot, so to speak, as they want to money screw Cloud9 as much as they can. They do not want them to start to grow an economy here.
And they are going to go for that drop through the Skyfall area and into that B push. So far, though, it's a decent defense coming in, but Storm with 2 excellent kills. Actually, no, sorry, it's Rush with 1 as well. But they're going to sail on through and pick up the kill onto Storm, and they do hold on. Only losing 2 players, so that's acceptable losses here. And now eLevate need to go for the eco. However, Rocker, you're going to see him grabbing himself a dig. But if they had some nades, I wonder if you know, like on some maps. Wow, that is a scenic. No, James, no.
Valve, if you're watching,
I
still here.
I wonder if there is a way. I guess you wouldn't be able to do it on A, but if there's a way to play with like two smokes for that like minimal investment, a way to play for a very fast plant. Because for example, on most maps like Cache, maps like Dust 2, maps like Inferno, the majority of maps, can I think of any more examples? Anyway, the majority of maps, there is a way as the Ts with like 2 smokes to actually get a really fast plant on the site. Mirage as well, on B and A. So, could you do that on B here? I don't think you could, because it's kind of like a long route, and you can't really get onto the site super fast. So I guess you can't really do that. Because I'm just trying to think if there's something viable there, but I guess maybe not. That's a great contribution, James.
Proof of concept, Dan.
Thanks a lot for that. All right, so we're going to be seeing a quick entry here from eLevate as all the trades come in. 3-on-3 now, as they have taken they're taking Skyfall over, and now finally we're off the smoke and we're into the 2-on-2. You can see how many deaths come in before the bomb gets planted typically here. Big slugfest there on the B side of things. Shazam coming through Skyfall. They don't know where he is, as evident by the nades toss there by XV3.
It's interesting because there are all these kind of sneaky angles he could be in, and all the preemptive nades give their positions away.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
an interesting dynamic there, actually.
Yeah, and the routes are too long to the B site to immediately try to get a plant there. Because if it's like cash, you can immediately run out A main and plant within like a second. Same thing on Inferno. If you go through quad, you can plant like immediately. There's like and also on the other side on B on banana. So I don't know. It's just an interesting dynamic. It just doesn't exist here. But there is something else to talk about later about Skyfall. Either way, we do have a 14-7 scoreline. As eLevate look really good at the moment, and XP3 going to be tossing over the nades to see if he can get himself some kills with his teammates here. Look at these angles that they have. They are doing this this movement onto the B-bomb site a little bit better than Cloud9 were in their shoes. Now they're on the site already. Go for the quick plant. And it's a 2-on-3 here. Semphis trying to close the distance. Going to be able to pick off Storm straight away. Rush now in a 1-on-3. The smoke down, actually. That's going to help him out a little bit. He's praying they don't spam through the smoke here. He might just get the drop on them moving through the smoke, but Shroud looks the right way at the right moment. And he's able to pick up the kill. And we are going to have a round here for Cloud9. Bomb was planted, though, and damage was done. 2 players removed. So let's have a look and see where we stand after all of that, then. Well, eLevate, if they would read the money would be low enough for Cloud9. They could absolutely force it up here. But looks like they're going to opt for just a little bit of a just buy what they can to still be able to afford a strong buy in the following round. And that's what they've done. So hard to say what strategy they're going to go with now. But at the moment...
Wow.
You what?
Look at that.
Mate. Oh, he's doing it. He's going in.
Up close and personal.
That's a statement right there.
But I don't even know if they peek him, like how...
Oh, we've got a tag onto XP3 as well. This is brutal, James. This should be illegal. Shazam should be illegal. It's gonna get taken down though. Okay, how many frags is this orb gonna get here for the tees, James?
1.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Ooh, Sean Garrett has 578 ping with an auto sniper. That makes him surely unstoppable.
So that balances the auto sniper basically.
That makes him impervious to pain.
That's true. So, eLevate looking for a way into a site here.
I think they might just be chilling out.
I love Lopez's position here. They've basically eliminated the possibility for them to be in Skyfall around B at all. And Lopez being so forward there means that they absolutely 100% know that all the players right now are moving towards A. So, and if they're going to double back, they're going to run into Lopez super fast. So, good clean up there. And also the other thing as well, if they did double back to try to go to B, Lopez would find out so quickly that the rotation would be, they would be waiting there for like 10 minutes, rotating from A to B. So going to go for a little bit of a pause whilst we hopefully get Sean Garris sorted out here. James, I think this is a good moment for you to find some more angles to tweet CSGO Dev. We're in the freeze time, so everything's like all grayed out. That's not cool.
No. I'm not a fan of this whole grayed out thing. I wish I could turn it off. Because if I'm standing in spawn, I want to look at my shiny knife, and I can't if it's in black and white. So yeah, there's that.
But it's a way to show you, James, that everything's paused. Otherwise, you would just be confused that you can't move. Happens to me all the time.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. So I can't move. You don't have that in Quake, you know.
Well, you don't buy things in Quake.
That's true. You don't. There is no economy.
Yeah.
There's no economy, but there is a resource system. Fourth of Puri. Did you really have to say? Do you need the number, James? You need the number of the company for the port.
Hey man, I had a lot of coffee. I don't know where to go with this one. This is an awkward one.
This is a tough one. It's one of the harder ones. All right, we're back into the match. Here we go. Press G. Thank you. So now we have Cloud9. 4 men. Oh my god, Sean Garris moving close. I think he's still lagging. I'm not sure, but looks like a lot of damage done. Spraying them down. The fire, the flames. Rush on 1 HP. He's against 2 players now. And Shazam and Lopez should have an easy time to clean this up. He's got 1 HP. There's surely no way that Rush is going to do anything here. But they don't have. They have an HE. Lopez has an HE. Throw the HE. There it is. He's holding it. Oh, yes! And he's down.
I think maybe a boost in this corner might have been a better option for Sean Garrett than like facing with an auto sniper.
Yeah.
In that situation, because
Well,
they had the smoke go over. I'm not sure if they bounced the flash off here as well.
The thing
I mean,
is,
they have all this range to throw pop flash here, but I don't know if they did it.
it was the rush timing, James. He didn't. He basically gambled that he would get into position in time if there wasn't if there wasn't the rush timing.
Of course.
I think that was his gamble. That was his gamble, James. He's a gambler. Are you a gambler? Do you like to gamble? Do you gamble?
I'm a poker player.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're a gambler.
Exactly.
Because I play poker, but I didn't consider myself a gambler. But
Indeed.
we can go back.
That's
into
why
this
that was
later.
my answer.
So you're not a gambler then. That's the that's a very misleading answer. All right. It's a good thing I know what you mean, because no one else will, I think. But I'm here to translate. We do have a quick cleanup here for Cloud9 as well. Again, you know, eLevate just on the eco more or less, just a few P250s, and that nade gonna just fly in there and take down Alish. So Cloud9 coming back into this one, and we can see the economy being broken there. But now is a chance once again for eLevate to come back into this. I would like to see a little bit of aggression here on the A side, either being A long or something to that effect. We saw, I believe it was Snacks from Virtus Pro doing that super well in the European stream a couple days ago. And it was really fun to watch as well. They don't have the A-long push, but they got Shazam close in the doors. He's going to get the quick flick shot, and that's going to do. That's a really nice way to start off the round. Rush wants to go into this Skyfall area. He's been spotted, though. The boost coming into play again. Shroud takes him out, but the trade's coming in. Rocker finally claiming one of his own for the eLevate squad by taking down Semphis, but action all over the place here. XP3, what is going on right now? Was able to get the spray down on Sean Garrett. He had no idea XP3 was there. And that is going to really hurt them now because it's all equaled up. Equalized? It's equalized.
It's all tied up.
It's all tied up.
So I don't know why Sean Garrett was moonwalking into the drop zone when you saw the angle Lopez had.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he was trying to get away from something. But, yeah. Let's see how costly
Maybe he's
that
trying
may
to get
prove.
away from Cobble. So he's trying to find a way out. There's no way out of Cobble. But bit of tagging there, and Rocker's positions be given away as well. The thing is, that's actually kind of good for eLevate because you can see two players distracting or attracting the attention towards the A site, whereas the real push is coming to be here, and it's on Lopez to stop this. Bomb going to get planted. Can Lopez find the damage? He doesn't stop Storm in time, but he gets him low enough for Shroud to finish him off with ease. As XP3 comes in now from the B-long position, looking for some damage. Shroud going to take him down, and Cloud9 pick up yet another round. Bomb did get dropped though. That's an extra $800 for eLevate. So they are able now to splash the cash.
And it's keeping the pressure up time and time again, but they're not winning the rounds. Cloud9 only won one round more than eLevate have currently won on the half, which is
Oh, coming off that.
it's scaring me.
Coming off that thing. So Eli's going to get challenged here. Once again, Cloud9 trying to put good presence there. And I love that from them. They're really forcing eLevate to work for their map control. And that is how it should be. You should always be putting the fear of God into them as they try to take map control, areas that are towards the middle of the map. And we do have Rocker actually taking down Semphis. A bit of a trade going on there. And that's going to spread the defense a little bit more thinly here for Cloud9 as they put two players to a site. And you can see them rotating back around for the B play. And this could go really, really well here. I think it is, it's that Shroud who is close. Yeah, it's, no, it's not Shroud. It is, it's very hard to see the numbers sometimes. It's Lopez who's close here by Skyfall. So Lopez is the first point of contact here. They do also have Sean Garris, who is going to be auto-snipering. Auto-snipering? That makes sense. So here they come. There it is. Picks up one. Does tag a second. Going to be tagging another one. Sean Garris, one-man show, able to take them down. Storm going to finally take him out. And the problem is the cavalry is coming. And he does get taken out. Do they have time to grab that auto-sniper? They're sprinting for the auto-sniper. Nope, not going to take it. Sean Garris is going to be without that potentially now as he's a bit too poor. Shazam could drop one for him if he really wanted to. That guy's rich.
They've got loads of cash.
That guy's rich. Look at him. He doesn't want to drop anything to anyone. Shroud is going to do it. Shazam wants to hold on to all of his money, James.
I had something to say there, but I don't know what it was. It came and went
Thank you, James.
in quick succession.
Well, I'm glad you're here. to share this moment with me on Cobble. So it looks like Cloud9 are really bringing things back into control at the moment. They're really swinging it back. Although, eLevate, a bit agitated, moving through CT ramp now, looking for that play into the A site. They do have the bomber moving most forward. Man, he's going to find a nice angle onto Shazam. And now they're going to make their way through A along with 2 players as well for that push. And we can see Cloud9 sprinting on the response there. The Nikes are coming on for them as they respond to this. But the bomb is not planted yet. And we do have some good facing here from eLevate. 2 players are going to be looking towards balcony once. It's going to be Rocket that gets both kills. That's massive there. Now it's all down to Shroud. A clutch player here. That's a good first kill. 2 more players to find though. And the APC. Shroud going for the spray. Rush gets taken down to 19, but it is not good enough. And eLevate will take themselves onto match point as Cloud9 are looking very shaky at the moment. Where's the money at? Where are the numbers? There's no numbers for the money. Is that a new bug?
Nope.
Shouldn't there be numbers?
This is another bug.
Where are the I love me some numbers, but right now I feel deprived of numbers. Thank you, James. That is all. Okay, so both teams broke, which means that Cloud9, if they're able to win this one, they should be able to get onto the overtime very quickly. They should be very favored to do that. So eLevate, they don't want to let that happen. Looking for a quick finish here on Cobblestone. And, Shroud positioned well there to respond to a B play. They've got 4 players on quick call here for Cloud9. And largely they're able to do that because they have a man very forward on CT ramp who's able to spot if there's a movement towards A at the moment. So they're very convinced that it's going to be a B play because they've got the man in place. And in it comes now. It's all going to be down to the shots. All going to be down to the execution. The nades. In they go. Rush taken out finally, but he did take 2 people with him. Or 1 person with him, sorry. Storm getting the other frag. And now they're going to rotate back here because they didn't get positioned quickly enough. Cloud9 locking it down so effectively. They're forcing them to rotate. They did have time to do that though. 35 seconds left on the clock as they make their way towards A right now. Shazam repositioned. He's got the AWP in his hands. So let's see if Shazam can put in the work here with that AWP to stop these players. There it is. Shazam takes down Storm, and it is a round for Cloud9. They are looking good here. Very good. Their bank is broken.
Oh dear.
And this is what I was talking about. Now they
Tech9s.
should be able to get themselves onto that overtime.
Well, you say that, Dan, but Tech9.
I'm gonna believe in all things just and
Why
right,
Storm
and
using
right
the
with the world.
P250? What's wrong with him? He's pressed the wrong button, Dan.
Maybe he doesn't have enough money. Ever consider that?
That could also be the reason.
Yeah, it's $400, James, not 500. So there you go. Which means that. Never mind. Sean Garris is now going to be defending here. The drop, and look at that. We saw this problem before. This happened exactly the same way, but now they got Shroud in with some frags. But oh no, eLevate 3 versus 2. Cloud9. It's all falling apart for them. Lopez in with a quick frag. Can the stand-in deliver? 2 quick frags there, looking for the last. It's going to leave it to Shazam. He's got the advantage on the health now, but he doesn't have a rifle, and would definitely like to potentially switch for one. Although it is Shazam. He's got 5-7 as well, and he knows Rock is weak. 5-7, definitely going to be good enough for this as well. But I'm going to get planted now. Shazam edges around. Rock doesn't know where he is, and he gets the shot. Cloud9 going to be going for that overtime now, and it is MR5, $16,000.
Dollars, and Cloud9 will continue.
James,
on the CT side.
what would you do with $16,000?
Buy Tech9s.
And then start a Tech9 shop, or what? How many Tech9s could you... Here's a math problem for you. How many Tech9s could you buy with $16,000?
$16,000.
It would be half... Yeah, okay. You mathed me. You mathed good, James. Alright, here we go. MR5 16K. Shazam up to his usual shenanigans. It's a similar setup here for Cloud9. We can see that the gameplay is so much better now on this map. Of course, there is a lot, there's a lot to be figured out, absolutely. But generally speaking, the gameplay is better, I would say, than the previous Cobble. The previous Cobble,
that wouldn't be hard, Dan.
the previous Cobble was fairly vomit-inducing. I had to bring a bucket with me wherever I went when I knew there was Cobbles to be played. So Cloud9 Once again, with a good setup. And they don't have a forward man here, so they have to be a bit careful. They can't dedicate 4 people to be like they did before, but Sean Garrett's going to pick up a quick kill, and now the movement comes in. Trying to lock down this area for the drop. They don't want these T's shuffling in to connect. And look at the timing there from Sean Garrett. The flash comes in as he goes to the peak. He gets one and then falls back to safety. That is how it's done. And now it is all in pieces. But XP3 is looking like he is going to pick up those pieces, glue them together, and put it back on the shelf, but nothing ever happens. Got the AWP in his hands right now. Oh, doesn't get the shot. Sean Garrett in a great position, and that's going to be the round there for Cloud9.
You know what's interesting?
What is interesting?
I feel like it was a bit of shock and awe when Cloud9 were on the T side and when they were on the less favourable end of that. And now that they're in overtime and the second half, they'll be on the T side.
Yeah.
I think they'll be much better prepared for it.
Yeah, you're completely right there. James, you're a smart man.
So we'll see how that impacts the...
You're smart as well as you are tall.
I wonder if these teams have seen Virtus.pro's recent performances on Cobble as well. They've had 2 in the last week where they've both beaten Envy both times, if I'm not mistaken.
And as you previously mentioned in the cast, Virtus.pro, they love some Cobble. Good shot there from Shazam, locking down Alon. It's going to be another one for him. Rush falling to the ground as well. 2-on-5 now as eLevate struggle. They struggle, James. A lot of struggling. Hard times for them. But they're not going to give up. They're not going to surrender. They must push forwards. Through the smokes, flashes, grenades, the fire. In goes Rocco, the first man. There it is, tossing in the Molotov to try to remove Shroud from the APC position, but it's not going to happen. The teammates do come in for Cloud9, and they are going to clean up. So 2 rounds in quick succession for them. And the money is starting to diminish here for eLevate. Oh, did somebody... What was that? What did Alish buy and drop? Did he misbuy something? I think he misbought a weapon there. Did you see that? I think he bought like a Krieg or something. Oh.
Yeah, that's no good on the T side.
Oh.
No good at all. And if you drop that into the hands of the CTs, then it's a complete disaster.
Oh my god.
Generally speaking, if you see an auto sniper and you're on the C side, you should never pick it up. Because if you lose it to the CTs, it's going to be infinitely more useful. 9 times out of 10. Look at this flank here. Coming in from Shazam. Well, maybe. I mean, that angle in itself is a lot of information, though, for the CTs. Look how they will position the remainder.
Exactly. They're going to go ready for this. And there's the peak from Sean Garrett. The timing on this man. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. 3 versus 3 now as the push continues. Get them going for the rapid. They want to get... they have Rush. He can either try to push through fully onto A or he can stay wedged in between. Oh, that's unfortunate. Had he taken down Shazam, he would have been able to infinitely delay Cloud9's rotation. But they aren't really paying attention towards A at the moment. Shazam needs to hurry on over as they are going to hear him, I think. And they're certainly going to see the trajectory of the grenade. Yeah, they're going to know exactly where he is. XP3 looking for the angle. Here he goes for the peak. Oh, he does just go for the plant instead. I like the safe play. Getting the guaranteed plant down. Storm in position to deal with the man on the balcony. Able to get the spray down. Semphis falls as now Storm has another great angle. Look at this. 2 players approaching him. And he just goes for the spray. Gets good damage. XP3 now in a 1-on-1 against Shazam. He's got an AK in his hands. XP3 looks, scans for the shot. Oh, misses. The dodge is sick there from Shazam. Did you see that? Did you see that? He ducked. He ducked. Just at the perfect moment. I don't know if that would have affected anything, but it looks cool. And that's what counts, James.
Good start here from Cloud9. 3 out of 3 so far. First to 21 rounds will be the victor. So to come back from such a deficit on the first half and potentially be heading to the big W, quite impressive here by Cloud9. Especially as this is eLevate's pick as well.
Look at these grenades. They've been caught by Shazam there one too many times. And we're not going to see him. Oh no! That pace blinding there from eLevate. The ground is burning from the speed at which they're moving. All that friction. But here we go now. eLevate, all the smokes in the world. This looks like it should be a pretty clean round now. They've killed the majority of the lineup of Cloud9, left only 2 alive. So Lopez and Shroud with the almost impossible job for the retake. It should not be possible if eLevate play this by the book. And it looks like they're going to do just that. Going to give it a go though, Cloud9, as we're closing into the last rounds of the first half. And well executed around there from eLevate. And capitalizing on the pace after taking down Shazam. Shazam clearly not ready. Clearly just not ready for them to be in that position so quickly, and his teammate unable to cover him in time as well. So that window of opportunity exploited quite well by eLevate. And they pick up 1 round. But Cloud9, if they win this one, that's going to be 4. And Sean Garris is on the auto sniper. We do have a 4 buy from both teams, as it is the last round. And Shazam not making a similar mistake this time around. See him playing a little bit more casually. Oh, does get the shot, does Storm. That is a really nice kill onto Shazam. He should have had that one. But it's going to be now eLevate with an advantage. Can they make this a 3-2 scoreline? It's going to be Elish now with the kill onto Shroud. It's only getting worse and worse for Cloud9. There goes XP3. There is Lopez. Gets eliminated as well. Standing in for nothing. There's another good frag from XP3. Sean Garris left, and he almost gets him down. 32 health left on him. Sean Garris, let's get eliminated. 18-17 now, the score of the first half. So it looked more promising for Cloud9, but eLevate able to squeak out 2 rounds in the end, or eke out 2 rounds in the end.
Yeah, so Cloud9 needing 3 rounds to take this in OT1.
Love a bit of OT.
Especially Dan at 4:10 in the morning.
Hey, I love Counter-Strike, so
Yeah, me too.
just saying.
I'm all for this because I want to see how Cloud9 cope with the T side in comparison to the very first half of this match.
I like looking at Cobblestone.
Cobblestones.
I like looking at the Chateau. Chateau Le Cobblestone.
They've taken a page out of the eLevate book. And they're just going to rush straight into the A-bomb site before eLevate can prepare themselves. But eLevate will still have a buy following this round because it is 16k in this MR5. But it's going to be an expensive round indeed, as only Storm remains versus 5, and he may fall soon as well.
And the attitude in this push from eLevate, sorry, from Cloud9, the attitude, that was pure anger, that was hatred, that was just that they're angry, James. This one needs to be over.
That was like the intro to the Delta Force TV series. Do you remember that, Chuck Norris?
No.
Delta Force was the business. Chuck Norris had a motorbike that fired missiles. It was amazing.
Sorry, James. I missed out on some of the Chuck Norris moments of the past.
Too young for Delta Force, mate.
I know.
Unlucky.
You're not that much older than me.
Unlucky.
Anyway, going to be having Cloud9 rolling into the A play again. They've largely given up B completely, and to be honest, eLevate, it's very hard for them to try to push for information on B. There's so many tight angles that it's not worth the risk, and they're not going to find out about this till it's too late, getting shut down as they try to go through the double doors and connector. Cloud9 rolling in, 3 versus 2 now. Leash and Rush on the bomb site, absolutely shut down by the AWP of Shazam. In comes the Leash now against 3 players surrounding him. Gets the kill on the bomb, and that's a massive one, the most important frag. That's going to buy him some time right now. He knows where both players are, picks up the second one. Shazam falls to the ground. Sean Garris in a one-on-one. Ali, surely not, and he won't. Sean Garris, he saves Cloud9, and they will take the round. But it was a great effort there from Elish. A fine effort. So now we have... well, we have match point for Cloud9.
XP3 has $0 in the bank. He's got nothing left.
Nothing.
He's saying, I didn't ask for this.
XP3 going to get himself some easy kills here. This is really bad for Cloud9, not getting a trade frag. They at least get some extra position, but they really needed more from there. And Shroud is like the lurker man here. He needs to get the drop. He wants his teammates to provide a distraction good enough to distract the players so they leave their post on Skyfall. But That's not going to be the case, and Shroud's going to lose the one-on-one. So after being eliminated, it's going to be a case of his teammates having to perform massively here. And it's just Sean Garris left. And, I mean, I don't blame Shroud for dropping down at that point. To be honest, his teammates were they suffered 2 losses before they really got in position to make distractions for A. So the plan was already screwed up. He had to go for a risk. So I respect Shroud's premature drop there. But it is going to be the round for eLevate. Okay, James. Are we done with the screenshots? Do CSGO Dev get a break from James's screenshots?
I don't know. Well, let's see.
What else we got? It's a shame that it's in black and white. There should be a setting at least to toggle it off, actually.
Yes, because why do I need?
I mean, why not? Yeah. Why not a setting to toggle off? It's not like you get an advantage from that or a disadvantage competitively. So.
That works.
As if anyone's going to stand here. Unless it's like some ultra save. This is actually like the perfect position in the world for a save. If you're like trying to save a gun, you should go there. Even if they know you're there, just good luck killing the guy who's standing there. I remember like being that guy in like public matches in 1.6 like over a decade ago who just sit in that window room just with a scout just sitting there. They're not having any impact on my team.
Absolutely,
my team's chances
but
to win the round.
you probably spent hours there.
I just troll people.
Cumulative hours.
I just troll people. Eventually, I get bored and be like, I actually want to win rounds, but it was fun. It's fun to troll people. And anyway, eLevate. GG.
eLevate.gg.
eLevate.gg. eLevate. They are now 2 rounds away from bringing it back to another overtime. In goes Lopez. Wow. The AK spraying on its way down. 4-on-4 now. 3-on-4 as the push coming in onto the B-bomb side. It's not really working all that well here for Cloud9. They're losing loads of players. And Shazam, he's been beasting it for Cloud9 in this Cobble match. But I don't know if even Shazam can pull this one off. He's got 4 players to deal with. And he does take down a leash through the smoke, more or less. Oh my god, look at this. A torrent of flames. And he's just going to throw the smoke in there. Just going to do it. There he goes. Great shot there from Shazam. Doesn't get the second reaction shot. And we get ourselves 20 for Cloud9. 19 now for eLevate. We might just see another overtime here. And this is match 2 of Playday 2 of Week 1 for the North American FACEIT League 2015. And the following match after this one is Mythic versus SKDC on Overpass, Mythic's home map. But back into the match. Double AWP here for Cloud9 on the T side. I don't think they've done this before, and XP3 takes down Shazam immediately. That's huge. Big player here for his respective team, Cloud9. But they are going to angrily push up CT ramp here. XP3 with another shot down below. Semphis falls, and now things get worse and worse for Cloud9. They can't let this man stop them. He's single-handedly dropping the entire team. Cloud9, where is the response? Overtime number 2 on Cobblestone here. eLevate and Cloud9 can't seem to find the difference.
Well, Cloud9 spent a lot of that T-half just rushing sites.
Yeah, that's true.
Shock and awe. I can only assume, well, again, it is a new map, so I feel like very few teams will have strats, but it looks like they were just trying to rush, trying to out-aim. But, I mean, there are a lot of pretty sharp aimers in North America, and eLevate got the better of them, but I do feel like maybe Cloud9 made it easy for them. However, if you don't have strats for Cobblestone at the moment, I can't imagine, like, how would you even call on the T side? You just gotta play for picks, surely. Yeah,
no, it's a map you've got to have. You've got to have strategy, you've got to have tactics, you've got to have rehearsal. But right now we're going to see the opening of the second overtime with lots of fragging here from eLevate. And the spray from Shroud takes down 2 players. And they're going to try to rush up now, but it's all on Lopez. Picks up a quick frag onto Rush. Storm and XP3 left over. As the nade is tossed in from Lopez to try to give himself a little bit of extra time here. Trying to just deter them from peeking him. And they don't want to at the moment. They've got good enough angles as it is. This crossfire is actually quite devastating. And in fact, crossfire be downed. XP3 goes in for a kill. And that is going to be an opening for Lopez. Ooh, can't quite find the head of Storm. But there is Storm with the crab walk. Does take down Lopez in the end. And that kind of play, James, is a mistake. You got yourself a crossfire. and you give the guy who's trying to clutch 2 one-on-ones. That's exactly what he wants, James.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen that today either. We've seen like 3v1s and maybe even 4v1s, Dan.
No! No! I came off of it so early on.
Why did you?
There's got to be a system. There's got to be a system for this.
No, there is no rhyme, no reason.
There's no. But Steel at Aspen, Steel was doing it consistently. He never got stuck. I warned him about it.
Yeah,
He
well,
never
he's
got
banned,
stuck.
Dan.
But he's got the secrets to never getting stuck on nades. Anyway, we do come off that nade, and now we see the setup from Cloud9. As James mentioned, we were seeing them throw bodies at the bomb sites quite often, and in fact, this time it doesn't seem to be all that different. However, there's a bit of a delay to this one. And eLevate haven't really pushed CT ramp on A side. You've got Rocket with a nice angle on it, but they don't have anybody close, so they don't know where the entire lineup from Cloud9 is. So they can't commit everybody here, but Alicia's going to spot Shazam. He gets eliminated. And look at this, they just get picked off. There's no trade, there's no way to even trade. Zemphis, though, going to find himself a frag onto Storm. But they're still having problems getting in now.
They've got a traffic jam there. They're just queuing up, taking a ticket and getting shot in the chest.
Even the poor chickens are getting fried as well. So look at this, again, stuck in the mud. Can't get past B long here, looking for all the frags. And there's the nade. James, okay, so the situation that we're repeatedly seeing is them getting stuck there. And this reminds me of when teams rush A on Mirage and they get stuck around jump boxes and they just can't get on the site. And the reason usually is because there's not enough forward nades at the right moments covering the right spots for you to get out of that horrible position onto the site straight away, which is what you need to do.
This slant, if you throw a flashbang at the slant, it just sails in the air. It's kind of gorgeous.
So Cloud9 losing the 2 opening rounds here, and that's a very different story to the first overtime, where they were looking much better.
Well, they were just rushing.
In the first overtime, they went 3-0 up at the start.
They were on the CT side.
Yeah.
First. Yeah, but now they're going to start on the T side because they finished on the T side in the previous one.
Yeah, and it's not a good look for them, is it? Is it, James?
No, it's not. I think it's whoever starts on the CT side in the overtime, you got to have to give them a slight edge. But yeah, again, let's not forget, guys. eLevate picked this map out of the 5 remaining, following 2 vetoes from Cloud9. So they wanted to exploit them like sweatshop workers, but they find themselves in overtime 2 at the moment.
And you can see that they just ferried the bomb over now. They had it towards B at the moment, but now they picked it up. Going to go for the play into where they have again once more the player ready for Skyfall to try to wrap around and catch rotating players. But the problem is, for him to be useful, they've got to actually get up onto the site. They've got to try to get the push coming in, but they're stuck again. They can't get stuck in these spots here. The grenades need to come out more quickly. And now the response is in, and their flanker can start to come into play. But the problem is that all of his teammates are dead.
They're all dead, Dan. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Dan, they're all dead.
And the bomb is not even anywhere close to the site. And this is the problem. They need to get those nades in on connector, on balcony, straight away. I need to get onto the site. I need to get on the position. They keep getting stuck in these angels, and that's the problem here with Cloud9's pushes. And I mean, getting stuck in the angels is great if you're hitting everything. By the way, congrats, Rocker, 40 frags. But if that's not the case, then you're gonna have a bad time.
All right. So you got to assume that eLevate are the more prepared team. Look at all that just limitation in the drop zone. Like if you're planning on rushing here, then be my guest, but you're gonna have to go through all this fire.
So Rocket with an early warning system of being up so high there, but it does have its. Honestly, there is a lot of issues with this as well, because if there is a sniper and they were actually playing like a couple players pushing, he's going to lose that fight from that range against an AWP. I'm pretty certain, but they're willing to take that risk, and so far, you know, they've caught on to the fact that Cloud9 have occupied the B spaces, and they're looking for that B play. I think they've heard the stepping around Skyfall. They did have a big presence there with all the Molotovs, but look at this. They have so many Molotovs. Do they ever run out? I don't even know. But here they go, just into the weapons, into the rifles. They're being absolutely maimed by the defense here. But now the frags are coming in, but still it's advantage eLevate. Sean Garris can possibly save this for a Cloud9. But Rocker's going to come in and take his 41st frag and remove Sean Garris from play. eLevate now looking really good. They got 4 rounds in a row. Cloud9 are going to have a really big job to do when they hit the CT side. We know, of course, their CT's a bit better, but their last CT side, they got 3 in a row. So eLevate already doing better than they did when they started CT on the first overtime. So now we have a bit of an awkward situation because Cloud9 are running out of cash. You can see that they don't have a lot of grenades. So the thing is, though, that said, that might help them because they haven't really had a lot of grenades to throw anyway. Not a lot of the spots worked out, it seems. Look at this madness over by Drop Zone. So 2 players left here for Cloud9. eLevate looking good, in good stead here to take themselves all 5 rounds of the CT half, and they will do that. Cloud9, do you feel like they're getting a bit deflated?
I think this is a wrap, Dan. 5-0 on the CT side. When you have to say eLevate's T side is stronger than Cloud9's T side, I think they're just running in the dark at the moment. Still early days for them on this map, but this will be a wake-up call for them as they will be going to Katowice. So they will, it's something for them to study. And I haven't checked if they have Cobblestone coming up in the later weeks, but this is data for them at the very least. Let's see what the eLevate side opt for here.
Absolutely. So going for that B play initially, going to test Cloud9's defense. In with the play onto the drop here. Who do we have? It is Sean Garris. He's got the auto sniper. He misses every shot. In fast on this push here, in towards the B bomb site. The frags coming in very healthily here for eLevate. It's already a 3-on-1. Shazam is the last man standing. He's got 3 players to remove from the map. He's got a bomb to defuse. 30 seconds to do it, and there it is. Rush going to take him down, and that's a much cleaner second overtime. Or, well, second overtime was pretty clean compared to the first one there for eLevate. So they are going to take down Cloud9 on Cobble. eLevate's pick. Again, every team plays each other twice because home and away.
Yep.
So
I feel like Sean Garris would have been better off with a Negev than a auto sniper in that
with a
position,
Negev, he would have landed a shot.
Because I'm not even joking. Because like there's an angle he's holding there where if you are a T, you can actually peek his angle. But if you just run off the ramp, all he's going to get is legs. So he's not going to get the kills. Then they're going to get up close and personal, and they're probably going to overrun him.
All right, guys. So we do have another match coming up, the last one for the North American stream tonight. We've got Mythic versus SKDC. It's going to be on Overpass, which is the home map choice of Mythic. But once again, just want to remind you to the donation drive that we have going at the moment, the charity we're giving away money to. So support the cause. Do we have any videos to play? Should we play? We have a selection of videos, right? So
I think we have 2, so we can play the second one.
Let's play the second video and go to break. And guys, we're going to see you after this little break for Mythic and SKDC.